guys, welcome to Fearless Monday. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day so far and an excellent start to your week. In today's episode, we're going to talk about some self-care tips. Have you been taking time to give yourself some self-love recently? I feel like with a lot of us, we tend to kind of push self-care aside because we see it as a bit of a luxury to take time or to spend money on taking care of ourselves. And we wait until we really need it. And by really need, I mean, maybe we're really physically tired and we need to get a massage, so we go do that, or we go get acupuncture. Or you are so stressed and you get to a point where you need to rest. And I've really been in those shoes where I just kind of go until my body forces me to stop. And in recent years, I've really tried to prevent it instead of to try and cure it. I've really implemented some things into my life that kind of helps me take care of me on a daily basis. These are not super expensive things. They're not super luxurious or anything like that, but they help take care of me day to day, and it helps me prevent getting to that point where I have to just completely stop. So before we get started, I do want to say that this is not a sponsored video. So everything that I'm about to mention, everything is just a personal opinion, things that I've used, that's helped me, that I've really enjoyed using. So let's get started. So here are my 7 self-care tips. Number 1, Headspace. For those of you who don't know, Headspace is a meditation app. It's a guided meditation. I try to use it as often as possible. I must say I'm not the best at being consistent with it. So with Headspace, it's about $12.99 a month, the last time I checked, or $95 annually, which works out to be about $8 a month. And they also offer free trial runs for, I think a week, maybe 2. I'll link the website in the description box below, so please check that out. Tip number 2 is going to get a massage. Maybe not daily, maybe not weekly, maybe not even monthly. But when was the last time that you got a good massage? Now, in Japan, you can download an app called Hot Pepper Beauty. They also have a website, and I've been using this for years now, and they have an entire list of almost all the spas and massage places, hair salons in Japan in one tiny app. And you can choose your location, you can choose what kind of massage you're looking for, all of these things. So with Hot Pepper Beauty, I've been going to different massage places near my house, or even when I'm traveling, I can find a good massage place. This app is in Japanese, so if you do not read or write Japanese, it might be a little bit difficult for you to navigate. The whole point of this massage talk is that I think it really helps you relax. You might personally not be into it, and in that case, that's okay. But everyone deserves to go out, take time for themselves, and relax. And I don't think that's a luxury if you're not doing it all the time and if it's not putting you into debt. So go try that. Tip number 3 is taking a nice long bath. So growing up in Canada, I didn't really have a deep bathtub. We usually just take showers over there. But in Japan, if you're lucky, you get like a really deep, nice bathtub. And I have one at my house right now. And I was never a bath person because I didn't grow up with it. But recently, because it's winter and it's really cold here in Tokyo, we've started to draw a bath and just soak in it, and it just feels so good. And with the bath, I encourage you to invest in some of your favorite bath salts. Now, there's plenty to choose from in Tokyo. However, my favorite is this one here. So this is my current favorite bath salt. It is by Marks & Webb, and it is their herbal bath salt, and the fragrance is hinoki. And hinoki is a Japanese cypress, and it smells absolutely amazing. It's a bit of a distinct smell, so not everyone is gonna like it, but I really do. And it's just such a relaxing experience. It feels like an at-home spa, honestly. Tip number 4 is learning to say no. For me, if I get invited to things, I usually want to go because I want to see my friends, I want to get outside, I want to have Instagram-worthy moments. But sometimes you just have to say no, and I haven't been very good about that. Usually if someone invites me to something, I'm really happy about it, and I instantly say yes if my schedule is open. And I don't realize that I've just kind of overbooked myself. Like, I have no downtime. I think we all want to be social at some point, but it's so important to look at your schedule and say, I'm open that day, but I need time to myself. And, your friends will understand, hopefully, that you need some time to just unwind and take care of yourself. So tip number 4 is don't say yes to everything. Tip number 5 is go do something that you genuinely love to do that maybe you don't get to do on a regular basis. So for me, I love horses. That is a fun fact about me. I have loved horses my entire life. I love unicorns, all of those things. But I used to horseback ride in Canada. I took lessons. I would go on overnight riding trips with my friend, and I loved those moments. In Japan, especially in Tokyo, because of the lack of space, there are some stables, but they are so incredibly expensive, and horseback riding is not accessible like it is back home. And that was something that made me a little bit sad when I first came here, and I didn't know where to find them, how to get to these places. But I've been in Japan for, I want to say 8.5 years now. And I've learned that if you are willing to travel a couple hours outside the city, there are plenty of places to horseback ride. And that has really changed the game for me because it makes me so happy. It brings me so much joy, and all my friends tell me that I look the happiest when I'm posing with animals. So there you go. So a great website to check out if you're in Japan and you're looking for activities outside of your daily ones is Asoviu. It's ASOVIEW. I'll leave the link in the description box below. So Asoviu is basically a website that has all these different activities that you can choose from. So from this website, I've been horseback riding, and I've also been paragliding. And those were incredible experiences that I don't think I would have had access to otherwise. It makes it so easy to make that reservation and to just browse through hundreds of activities, everything from, making something at a pottery class to bungee jumping or scuba diving and extreme activities. It's a wonderful website. It's really fun to even just look through. You can reserve for multiple people too, so if you're going out with a group of friends and you're thinking of things to do, or if you're going solo like I usually do, it's a great place to start. So I encourage you to check that out if you are living in Japan. I think going out, doing something that we want to do but we feel like is not accessible or is hard to find or is a little bit out of the way is so good for you mentally, because when I go and see those horses, I forget about everything else. I feel so happy. So I encourage you to go do the activities that you absolutely love to do. Tip number 6 is to write in a 5-minute journal. Now, this journal is something I purchased on Amazon, Japan, so it wasn't really hard to find. There are so many different types of these books available. The insides are different, the quotes in them are different, the designs are different. So pick your favorite one. I picked this one because it was pink and it looked really cute. But this journal, basically you start the day off writing about things that you're grateful for, things that would make that day great. And it literally takes 5 minutes. And it's a great self-reflection on hey, I have a lot of good things going in my life and I'm really happy and grateful. And at the end of the day, before you go to bed or after you come home from work, you fill it in again with the things that happened today that were awesome. So it helps you reflect and think about the things that were really good in your day. So even if you've had a stressful day, there has to be something within that day that was good. And this journal forces you to reflect and think about that. So in this particular journal, there's also a space where you write down how you could have made the day better. So that is one of my favorite parts of this book because it helps you reflect on like, I could have done this better, or I could have treated this person better. And I feel like it makes you grow a little bit each day. So I love that part of the book. I've just found it's a good supplement to my morning and night routine, and it keeps me really happy, and it starts my day off in a mentally happy state, and that's a good way to start the day. So tip number 6, 5-minute journal. Tip number 7, the last tip in this video, is to schedule time off for yourself. I didn't do this for a very long time, and after I started doing it, everything changed. So we schedule work, we schedule meetings, we schedule hangouts, we schedule appointments. We schedule so much in our life, but very few of us actually schedule time off. Like putting it in your Google Calendar saying day off, or between this time and this time, I am not doing anything. So if you don't schedule it and you wait for when you have time, you're never gonna have time. And that's something I learned the hard way because I would be working, I'd be hanging out, and there was no me time. For me, that's really important. I like having time to myself because if I don't have that time to recharge, I'm not gonna be very fun to hang out with. Go schedule some time for yourself just so you know you've taken a chunk of time to recharge and to just relax, really, and to just not do anything. So those are my 7 tips for taking care of yourself on a daily basis. I hope you found some of them useful. I'd love to hear what you do to take care of yourself, or if you have apps or websites that you recommend, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to see them. And don't forget to subscribe, stay fearless, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!